Students of class 6. So today I am going to start a new chapter and the name of the chapter is decimals. So already in the last chapter we have studied about fractions. Okay. So in fractions we are having numerator and denominator. Similarly here also in decimal numbers also. First of all the decimal numbers are in fraction, and then we can easily convert the fraction numbers into decimals. Okay, so what are decimals? See the definition. Decimal numbers are the fraction with denominator 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc. Okay, so if the fraction is having denominator 10, 100 or 1000, then we can easily represent it in terms of decimal numbers. Okay, so some of the example of decimal numbers are, so number 1 2.1, number 2 0.7, number 3 8.01. okay, so these are some examples of decimal numbers. So what is decimal point here? This point is called decimal point. Okay, so there are parts of a decimal number. So see what are the parts of a decimal number. So first part is called whole part or integral part. Okay, the next part is decimal point, and the third part is fractional part. That means a decimal number consists of three parts. So if I write a number, suppose 63.347, so what will be the whole part? This 63 is called the whole part, so this will go to whole. Okay, so 63 is our whole, point is our decimal point. Okay, and after the point these numbers are called what? These numbers are called fractional part. So 347 is the fractional part. Okay, so now see the representation. So see here I have drawn 10 boxes, 10 equal boxes, and out of 10 equal boxes I have shaded 2 parts of it. So in fraction we can represent it as 2 by 10. So what will be the decimal form, or how can we write this fraction in decimal? Already we have learned this simple things in class 5 also. See how to write 2 by 10 in as decimal number. So this will be 0.2. So how this is 0.2? 0.2, and what is the meaning of 0.2? See, 0 means whole part is not there. Okay, why? So you can see here the total number of boxes, that is 10. Okay, total boxes, that is equal to 10, that means that is our whole here. Okay, so out of that whole we are just coloring the 2 equal parts. That means we don't have any whole now. Okay, so we are taking how much of it? We are taking only 2 parts of it. So there is no whole part here. So that's why the whole part which we have to write before the decimal point is 0. Okay, in this case the decimal part, the whole part is 0. Okay, because there is no whole here. We are taking some part, that means 2 equal parts from the whole. Okay, so whole part is 0 here, and next point, decimal point, then 2. What is the meaning of 2? 2 is the fractional part according to this parts of decimal number, and that part is what? The part which we are taking out. So the shaded part which we are taking out is 2 here. So this will be what? This will be read as 0.2. Similarly, if I colored 8 equal parts, then I have to write 8 by 10. So what will be 8 by 10 in decimal number? Yes, we can write 0.8, because then also we are not taking the whole part. We are just taking 8 equal parts from that whole part. Okay, so that's why we have to write what? 0.8. Okay, so see the second example. See, again I have taken same that rectangular box and I have divided into 10 equal parts, and out of 10 equal parts I am taking that 10. So you can write it as 10 by 10. Okay, so what is 10 by 10? See, 10 by 10 is 1. Okay, or you can write so see some of the examples of decimal numbers and how to read it. See, this is 2.14. So in fraction we can write it as 214 by 100. Okay, because see, after decimal point we have 2 numbers, we have only 2 digits. So that means we have to divide in 100 equal parts. Like in the previous case which I have given you as an example, 0.2. Okay, 0.2. After point we have only one digit. That's why the answer in fraction was 2 by 10. That means we are dividing one whole into 10 equal parts. Similarly here the digits after the decimal are 2, therefore it is divided into how many equal parts? Yes, 100 equal parts. Similarly 0.36, so it can be written as 36 by 100. See, after decimal point we have two digits, so we have to write 100. That means after 1 we have to put 2 zeros. Similarly here you can see after decimal point we have 3 digits, so we have to write 3 zeros. That means here we are dividing one whole into 1000 equal parts. Here we are dividing one whole into 100 equal parts. Here also we are dividing one whole into 100 equal parts. Okay, so the how to read it? See, 2.14. Then first one will be 2.14. Don't read 14 because 14.14 is a what? That is a fractional part. That is not a whole part. Okay, that's why we have to read it as 14. After decimal point we have to read individually. Okay, so similarly this will be 0.36. Okay, second one, and the third one will be, see, before decimal we are having whole part, so we can read it as 20. Okay, so 20.451. Okay, so see, there are some points you have to remember about decimal numbers. So see, what is this? Proper fraction when written in decimal, then it has only fractional part and it will have no decimal part. Okay, sorry, no whole part. Suppose already I have given you example 2 by 10. Okay, so 2 by 10 is a proper fraction. If it is written in decimal, you have to write 0.2. Okay, so fractional part, and this is also called decimal part. Okay, fractional part, or you can say decimal part, should be there, but there will be no whole part. Okay, whole part will not be there in case of proper fraction, if you represent proper fraction as a decimal number. Okay, similarly if you write an improper fraction as a decimal number, then it has whole part and fractional part both. Okay, so this you have to remember. You already know that the improper fraction is having value more than 1. Okay, so improper fraction have value more than 1 and proper fraction have value less than 1. Okay, that's why whole part is 0. But here in improper fraction always there will be a whole part as well as the fractional part both. Okay, so I am giving you one example. See, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total 10 boxes are there. This is one whole. Okay, so out of 10 equal parts I have shaded all the total 10 boxes. Similarly here also I have divided the whole one box into 10 equal parts, but I have shaded only 2 parts. So that means this is an improper fraction. Sorry, this is a proper fraction. Okay, 2 by 10 is a proper fraction. Now see, after adding, what we will get? 10 by 10 plus 2 by 10, as both are like fraction, we can easily add these two fractions. We will get 12 by 10, and 12 by 10 in improper fraction, this is an improper fraction. Okay, 12 by 10. So 12 by 10 when converted to mixed fraction, we got what? 1 2 by 10. So 1 here 1 is whole, and 2 by 10, if I write 2 by 10 in decimal as a decimal number, so 2 by 10 will be what? 0.2. So finally we got what? 1 will be whole and 0.2. 2 will be what? 2 is the fractional part. Okay, 1 is the whole part and 2 is the fractional part. So this is an example where we represent an improper fraction, or we write an improper fraction as a decimal number, and in the decimal number both whole part and fractional part is there. Okay, and the third number point you have to remember always, you have to put a 0 before the decimal point if it has no whole part. Suppose this decimal number, okay, this has no whole part, so here in whole part we are writing what? We are writing 0. Okay, we are writing 0. So don't write 0.2. Sometimes what happens na? If you write a sentence and after that sentence you have to put a full stop. Okay, after full stop you have to write 0.2. So it will be confusing that it will be a 0.2 or it is a full stop sometimes. Okay, so just write 0 before the decimal point, okay, for better understanding. So these are some points you have to remember. So next topic is like decimal and unlike decimal. So like decimal are the decimal numbers having equal number of digits in the fractional part, or you can say in the decimal part. For example, you can see the number of digits after the decimal point here and number of digits after the decimal point here is same, that is the number of digit is 3. So they are called like decimals. If they are not same, then they are called unlike decimal. Similarly here you can see 4.32 and 0.46. They are like decimal because after decimal point they are having equal number of digits. Similarly, one more example, see 12.2 and 1.3. They both are also what? Like decimal. Okay, because after decimal point you can see number of digit is 1. So what will be unlike decimal? See, suppose 12.2 and 4.32. These are unlike. They both are unlike because see, after decimal point here the number of digit is 1, here number of digit is 2. So next is the place value chart for decimal numbers. So this is the place value chart for the decimal numbers. See here, this is 1000, 100, tens, one. This already you know. After once we have decimal point, then tens is 1 by 10, then hundreds is 1 by 100, then thousands will be 1 by 1000. So if a question is asked that you have to represent a decimal number in place value charts, and then how to do it? See, suppose there is a question 53.275 and you have to represent, you have to write in place value chart. So how to write? Just write this chart and below it you have to write 3 in ones place. So 3 will be here, tens is 5, then after decimal point, this is decimal point, okay, after decimal point you have to write 2 in tens place. So 2 in tens place, 7 in hundreds place, thousands place we are having 5, okay. So tens, that means 1 by 10, and in decimal you know how to represent it. Yes, 0.1. Like 2 by 10 is equal to 0.2. Similarly 1 by 10 will be 0.1. 1 by 100 will be what? 0.01. And next 1 by 1000 will be what? 0.001. Okay. So just read this much. Next class I am going to start the next exercise, and there is one more topic left, that is representing decimal number in a number line, how to show in number line. Okay,